Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello and welcome to Footy Judge Mo, people. This is one of your favorite show, if not your favorite show on the channel, of course. It is Husam and LB with Judge Mo, of course. Like the video if you're here. Like the video if you're watching this on the replay and you're in for a fantastic show. We'll talk about Arsenal in the Champions League, the storm that hit them, that they thought they're better than the competition. But the reality hits Liverpool with 8 starters out. Smash Luton, and a lot of Liverpool fans, Husam included, I can speak for him because I went to his watch along. They really thought they would lose. They
I did.
really did. And we'll talk about it, of course. You can see the meltdown on Twitter when they win one goal down. And the last subject that I want to talk about today is why is Pep rattled? Why is he upset always now? Is he worried that he's gonna lose the league? Is he scared of Arteta and Jurgen Klopp or something? But we'll talk about this. Listen, LB is gonna be joining us momentarily, of course. He had
There you
something
are.
come up,
LB is gonna be joining us momentarily, but I'm here. I'm
but
here before him.
Husam was
Second
late.
week in a
We
row.
were supposed to start on
There you
time,
are.
but
There you are.
Husam
I
was
was here
late.
2 weeks in a row. I'm early. Two
Oh
weeks in a
my
row. I'm early because
God.
I tell you the Hussam agenda. Put me on the other side as well. I'm not used to being on
I
that
can't
fraud
put you on the
side.
other side now.
Yes, you can. Yes, you
Wallahi,
can.
I can't.
Until he comes.
Yeah, wallahi, I can't.
Fraud. There you are. There you are. I love how in the chat they're saying Hussam's late. Brother LB ain't even here. Yeah. Have some shame. Have some shame. Talk about Hussam's late. Wallah, you guys are so shameless.
I
Oh,
can
Lord.
actually no, hold on. I can actually put you. Yeah,
See, you just said wallahi for no reason.
I can't. It's not letting me. I
Oh,
promise
that's
you.
okay. No problem. Until that fraud comes, then you can put me on that. I'm back on my side where I belong.
Wallahi, it's not.
خلاص عادي يا عم.
I'm trying. Just give like. Actually, no,
قلبي
it's not letting me.
Oh my god, Hussam is late. Oh my
It's
god,
not
Hussam.
letting me, bro. Listen, people.
There you are.
Fast for 4 days more. It's not letting me. Oh my god, these people fast for 40 days. Fast for 5 years. More because
40 days, what يا أخي? First of all, don't make fatwa when you don't know about religion. First of all, it's not fast for 4 days. First of all, it's إطعام مسكين. If you are capable of paying, of helping poor people, you must help poor people first. If you can't, then you fast.
guys.
See how you out here
Yeah.
making fatwas?
Let's talk about Liverpool then until LB is here.
Yes.
9 starters or 8 starters out or something. But okay, so hold on. Let me ask you something. Do you take
Yeah.
positives out of this game, or you're upset and you're still frustrated, disappointed? You think you're still in crisis because of the people that are out? You're worried about Sunday, the cup game.
Of course, I'm worried. Any Liverpool fan that say they're not worried is liar. 100%. You have to be worried. You have to be worried about situation. And it's the reality. Like it's the reality. And yesterday I feel like the first half is such a complete different story to the second half. It's unbelievable. And I'm not just talking about performance. I'm just talking about like um our hunger. You know, in the second half we were so much hungrier to like actually want to win the game. Now of course we're beating Luton with that many players out is nothing short of impressive, because Luton are no easy team to beat, as we have seen this season with Arsenal, as we've seen with Man United, as we've seen with all these teams. I feel like in the second half everyone woke up and they realized like, okay, yes, Salah isn't here, yes, Nunez isn't here, yes, all these players isn't here, but it's time for me as a player to step up, because Cody Gakpo and Luis Diaz were dropping stinkers in that first half. That's the reality. They decided to wake up in the second half. They decided to actually play football, and they stepped up. And this is exactly what you expect of players like this. Because the reality is, with Mo and Nunes out, the people you expect to perform are not the Harvey Elliots and the Connor Bradleys. Like, the people that you expect to perform are the Gakpos and the Jotas. These are the people that you expect to perform. These are the people that you expect to deliver. These are the people that you expect to kill it on the pitch. And in the second half, they all collectively just woke up. They're like, wait a minute, we're about to get Premier League winning medals, and we're out here messing around. So they woke up in the second half, they delivered, and we ended up winning the game. And for me, the second half, the difference that it makes was the hunger. The hunger was there. We started pressing even more energetically, everything, and we collectively woke up as a team, and that's something I really like about us in
Yeah,
Liverpool.
I was watching both games, and only thing I can say in that first half was everyone was rushing the ball. A lot of people were making terrible mistakes, shooting instead of passing, passing instead of shooting. Apart from the chances that were missed in the beginning, tactically, Jurgen Klopp couldn't do anything different. This is it. I looked at the bench, some of the players I never heard
Wait, you
of.
just said you're watching both games. Which game? Which other game?
Arsenal, يا أخي. In the first 30
Oh
minutes.
yeah. My bad.
In
Of
the
course,
first,
the
I
Arsenal
was
game made you
watching the.
fall asleep, and the Luton Liverpool game
Yeah,
woke you
yeah,
up.
yeah. To be honest with
100%.
you, my
Arsenal
eye.
fans get upset when I call them boring. Wallahi, they're so boring
No,
to
the game
watch.
was so
Wallahi.
boring. It's unbelievable. It was shit, يا أخي والله. There
Me
he
and
is.
you have spoken about the Pep influence before. One of the negatives of the Pep influence is honestly, football has genuinely become to an extent boring because everyone is just trying to be the exact same thing as the other team. Like, genuinely speaking, here, no agendas. Like, you look at Arsenal, they're basically trying to be B Tech like Manchester City, but they have way less lower quality players, you know?
But we'll talk about the Arsenal. But for the Liverpool yesterday,
Yes.
okay, I wanted to ask, what does that tell us, bro? Like, does that tell us that Liverpool are still gonna go win the league, or they're still gonna compete, or what does that tell us? That you're worried if the injuries are in back? What does that tell us?
Okay,
Like,
I'll give you an honest
for me,
answer.
Bro, it don't
yeah,
tell us
yeah,
shit, man. It don't tell us shit, bro.
it
There you
does.
are.
LB, it
Well,
does.
No, it
here you
Welcome,
are.
doesn't. No, it doesn't
welcome,
tell us
guys.
shit.
You want to
Smash
know what
LB
LB
is
messaged
late.
me when Luton were 1-0 up? You want to know what LB messaged me when Luton were 1-0 up?
What
This
did
is
I
what
message?
LB messaged me. Hi, Husam. Like, sarcastically. Look at him. Hi, Bray. That's what he messaged me, this fraud.
What?
And
I
then when
wasn't allowed
Luton
to.
came back,
I
he was
wasn't. I
quiet.
wasn't
He
allowed to
switched
say
off his
hello,
WhatsApp
Bray.
notifications.
Bro, you're my friend. I'm not allowed to say hello.
Oh
I'm
my
not message you
So
anymore.
you
Say hello.
specifically decided to say hello
1-0
when
down.
when we were
It
1-0 down.
it
What
was-
a great
it
time
was
to
a
say hello as a
coincidence.
friend.
It was a coincidence, man.
Oh my
Such a
god.
fraud. Let me answer the question before LB comes in with his agenda. Welcome, LB. Second week in a row, you're late, not me.
Guys, spam
One,
LB late in the chat.
the thing is, you cannot say like use the letter L because his name starts with an L anyway. So that's the problem. Anyway, you know what it is? I'll tell you what it shows us. We have passed the first test in terms of the injuries. Like like just from an injury perspective, okay, this is the first time we've had Salah and Nunez out and we won the game, which is good. So from that aspect, it is 100% a positive. From that aspect, 100% a positive. But now, look, consistency is king. Me and you have spoken about this 100 times, yeah, Mo. Me and you have
You are
spoken
very
about this
consistent. You're one of the
500
most
times.
consistent teams in the league.
No. I'm talking about these individuals specifically. Like I'm talking about
Yeah,
the
okay.
individuals that me and you said, like, they need to step up. Consistency is king. When I say consistency is king, it means players that we have spoken about 500 times as Liverpool fans. It is time for them to step up, and that's it. And if they step up, then of course we can win it. But I'll tell you one thing that people like LB might not like. People like LB might get annoyed at. But there's a reality in this league that people aren't talking about. I actually think health will determine who wins the league this season. Health. Whoever can stay the fittest and most injury free wins the league. I actually fully
No,
believe this.
no, you and Arsenal only, not Man City. The
Yeah, that's
factor,
true.
okay, so the factor for you and Arsenal are that. For Man City, it's how stubborn Pep is.
No,
How
it depends.
idiotic he makes decisions.
No, it depends on it. No, it doesn't. The health thing is a fair comment, but it only depends on how extreme it is.
Not for you.
Yeah, it does. If we have as many injuries as Liverpool, we won't win the league.
There you are.
Yeah, but you won't. But
Yeah.
okay. Normally you don't. So okay.
Well,
let's
normally.
establish
You
something.
can say normally.
Normally you
but
don't. But
normally-
Liverpool, current moment, yes. I'm gonna tell you the difference. Even if Rodri gets injured to you, your manager might find a solution. Might. Kevin De Bruyne, if he gets injured, you might play Phil Foden. It might work for you. Allison, if he stays injured to the end of the season, Liverpool aren't winning the league. Let's just establish
know.
that. Like, it's
Huh.
over. It's like I can rule them out. If Saliba, Gabriel, Declan Rice get injured tomorrow without like party, whatever, I think Arsenal aren't winning the league, LB. The difference is, in my opinion, that's a testament to how good Pep Guardiola is. Pep Guardiola might freaking invent a new formation 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and you're winning the game. And that's reality. Pep Guardiola does this. He's being idiotic at the moment. He's making weird decisions that nobody likes in the City fan camp. But you know that when push comes to shove, he actually finds the right combination. Unless this season is going crazy or something, right? But I want you to tell me about Liverpool. I know you were doing a Napoli, what is it called? Barcelona. You chose Champions League with the Premier League were way more exciting, to be honest.
Yeah, that is true.
What do you mean?
I can't lie, LB, that's an L. Next time
No,
Liverpool are on, just
no,
watch
it's-
Liverpool. You know that.
because
Everyone
I don't
thought
need
that
to
Liverpool
watch
would
Liverpool.
smash Luton, bro.
They did smash him. They beat him 4-1.
Bro, did you watch the game?
No, I've not watched it yet.
Bro, even until like to be honest with you, like just Liverpool were people were panicking. Husam was panicking.
I was panicking.
Yeah, everyone,
Like-
but bro, that's not just exclusive to Liverpool. Yeah, City fans were panicking. Everyone's panicking. We're
No, but you are
February now.
panicking because your team isn't performing well. I'm gonna tell you the difference. They're panicking because they see in front of them 8 players out from the starting 11, and they're losing 1-0 to Luton. There's a difference between the manager is doing something wrong, so you're thinking, yeah, second half we'll get it right. We have this off the bench. Their bench have players that I had no idea who they are. That's completely different, by the way.
Yeah,
Well,
but bro,
Liverpool-
there was no doubt in anyone's mind yesterday, really.
You know, I had no idea who they are. Not just you.
Bro, there was no doubt in my mind that Liverpool weren't going to win yesterday.
Jaden
Even when they
Dance,
went
you
1-0
ever heard
down,
of that guy? I've never heard of him, my whole life.
They was always going to win. So I don't get what.
No. I
Come on,
disagree
LB,
with
why do you say? I love the fact that you say it so confidently. Like there wasn't any doubt. You know, I doubted.
There wasn't any
I said
doubt.
we're gonna lose 1-0.
Yeah, but you're emotionally invested because you're a Liverpool fan.
Okay, what about me? I genuinely thought they weren't gonna score. If you watch that first half, I'm
No.
sorry, I thought the first half was bad. Liverpool fans, like I had Mike Das yesterday, and he was saying, "No, the first half wasn't that bad." I'm like, it was bad. It was very bad. Like shooting to the skies, dribbling to the byline, going to goal kicks, missing crosses
Yeah,
and
but
corners.
but
It was just
bro,
completely.
LB,
off,
honestly,
bro.
if you're free, just go watch the first half. Just
Like
go watch
it
the
was
first half
just
later on.
LB is just completely.
well, it's essentially, I didn't have any concerns. I knew Liverpool was going to win that game, even when they went 1-0 down. I'm not being funny, mate. It's Liverpool. Even with like a B-Tech team, you should be beating Luton at home. That's not a disrespectful thing to say. It's just the facts. Yeah, and you can say, oh, Liverpool was shocking. Liverpool dominated all the stats in the first half. Yeah, possession, shots, expected goals, shots on target, shots off target, block shots, big chances missed.
You have to watch it to know what we're talking about. Wallah al-azim.
No, I
Talking
don't need
about
to
the
watch
missed
it.
You have to watch it for real to know what we're talking about.
Honestly, if you just watch the first 45 minutes, LB, like if you're free after this, you'll actually come back next week and go like, actually understand what they mean. That first 45 minutes, it looked like Liverpool were bullshitting. You know what I mean? Because you've been involved in title races. You know when you watch your team and your team's just bullshitting on the pitch, just messing up chances, just messing around in the final third. That there's a reason why I wasn't the only one mad. Everyone in my chat was mad. Everyone was upset. Everyone was angry. And it's because also there is no Salah, no Jota, no Nunez. Our right winger was Elliott, down the middle Gakpo, on the left Diaz. So we were thinking all the negative things in the world, you know?
Yeah, but of course you were, because you're a Liverpool fan. You're as invested in the game emotionally. If it was a City match, I'd be saying the same thing. The facts are, yeah, people can say in the chat, I don't believe what I'm saying. If I believed Liverpool was going to lose that game or draw that game at half time, I would have turned off Napoli and Barcelona because it was fucking abysmal, that match. And I would have put on Liverpool versus Luton. But I never for 1 minute thought that Liverpool would lose or draw that football match. Hence, I
be glad that at least you didn't watch Arsenal. Just be glad.
At least you do watch Arsenal.
At least you didn't watch Arsenal game. Oh my god, I will come to that game. Oh my god.
But the basically, I'm giving you a compliment here. Yeah, I'm giving Liverpool the compliment that I did not for 1 minute believe that Liverpool was going to drop points, even when they were when they were 1-0 down. So much so, I know you don't gamble. I even looked at the odds. Yeah, I looked at -2 Liverpool at half time and considered a little cheeky bet. So there was no doubt in my mind, bro. There was no doubt in my mind that they were going to win that game, and Liverpool did. Fairs, there you go.
I respect that.
Yeah, listen, people. There's 400 people here, and we aren't even on 200 likes. Come on, people. Hit that like button, people.
Fraud.
Subscribe. Let me know what you know. Let me know your comments. Please let me know your comments. What do you think about the Liverpool? And listen, the last thing about Liverpool, if Liverpool injuries stay like this, I think Liverpool will be out of the title race. Without a shadow of a doubt in my mind. This
100%.
Luton
It won't be
performance,
like that, bro.
but that's the problem. They haven't given timeline for Allison yet. They said mid-March or end of March.
End of March.
They don't know. I think hamstring injury. You know what I mean? I'm not sure what's going to happen with Liverpool, but I still think, in my opinion, and I said it yesterday on Straight Facts, looking at the fixtures list, I still think Liverpool are favorites to win the title. Watching Man City. Why are you upset? I'm genuinely thinking, if you watch the,
I'm not upset. I didn't do anything.
No, Sam is upset. He's like, he's upset.
Oh.
I know, because he said something in Arabic.
All right.
But I think Liverpool are favorites. I'm watching Man
is.
City struggling. I'm watching Liverpool, even with the struggle, winning 4-1. Yes, with the
You'd say we're
bench.
struggling. You think we're struggling?
I think you are. I think
it was on
I think you
11
are
match win
struggling in
streak.
a way. I think it's struggling. You know what I mean? I think you are causing your struggle. Your coach is causing your struggle. He's rattled. He's upset. Why did he call out the journalist?
Because
Because
he didn't call him out. No. He didn't
Because
call him
he's
out.
rattled, bro. Why he's upset, bro?
He didn't call him out.
He did. Why
He
you're
didn't call
telling?
him out.
I said it yesterday.
Have you watched the full? Have you watched the full thing? The full thing?
No, I didn't.
No. Well, there you go then. No,
I didn't.
So you just like you told me to go watch Liverpool first half. You go and watch the full thing, and then come back next week.
What happened? What did I?
No. I'm not here to explain what happened, bro. I'm just here to you meet facts with facts. You told me to watch the first half.
No context. You don't tell people. You don't tell people my life is better than yours.
Bro, go watch the full thing. Go watch the full thing.
Bro, unless you're rattled, you just don't.
Go watch the full thing. Go watch the full thing.
I said it yesterday on the terrace. If I turn to the camera and I tell the people I'm better than you because I'm on this side of the camera and you're watching me, that's illit adab. That's I don't know how to say it.
Let me tell you something, yeah. If someone said to me, "My life is better than yours," I would just be like, "All right, no worries." If you get that triggered, no. If you're that insecure, and this is a bit personal now, but if you're that insecure in your own life that someone who you don't even know says my life is better than yours, that you then start getting upset and crying, then you need to look yourself in the
defending
mirror
it.
And so, bro, I'm not defending that.
You are defending it.
No. I'm talking about what you just said right there. I'm just talking about what you just said right there. I'm saying go and have a look. Pep Guardiola has known Sam Lee for years and years and years. They was having a joke. It was just a joke. And that's what Sam Lee said in his tweet. Sam Lee's tweeted since. Did you know that?
No, I don't.
No, you didn't know that, did you?
I only know that part.
No.
To be honest.
Exactly. So you only know the bit
the bit that is trending, bro. The bit that is trending.
No, because
what do you want me to do?
The journalist has said it was a joke. Why is everyone losing their shit?
Yeah, because he doesn't want to. I know why. Because he doesn't want to be kicked out of the press conferences.
He wouldn't be kicked out. Why would he be kicked out?
Yeah, because he's gonna call out Pep. If he calls out Pep is not gonna allow him in the room again.
They were joking. I know it's 2024, right? But we are still allowed to have a joke. Yeah, we've not quite reached total fucking mad world. Yeah, we are still in a
mad world, bro.
Yeah, no, but we're not 100% there. Yeah, I think we're 99.999% there. Yeah, it's almost done. But we are still allowed to have a joke now and again. And it was just a joke. Hence why everyone in the room laughed.
Yeah, I think the problem. The problem is he has history.
Who?
And he's okay. I don't wanna dwell on this.
No, but you are dwelling on it.
Okay.
Anyway, you've not seen the full clip. You've not seen the tweet from the journalist. But you still want to talk about it.
I don't want to talk about it. I'm moving on from it. I spoke about it enough on the terrace yesterday. But what he said, is he not rattled? Is he not upset? Why does he look upset? Do you think? And I want to take that to the football because I want to speak about the football here. What he did last game against Brentford, putting Foden again. Foden was floating everything. Julian Alvarez again. Against Chelsea, and we didn't speak about the Chelsea game with you, but I think in the last two games you have been not looking good. You have been, I don't know what what Pep Guardiola is doing. Your defense is really not looking good. Even Brentford, by the way, had 2 1-on-1s. When I was watching the game, I think I was watching the game next to the Inter game, to be honest, and I watched the highlights. I thought that somehow City looked shaky. And I don't know what you think. This is not a dig or anything. This is how I see the game.
Which game?
I didn't think the players were as confident. I don't think the players
Brentford?
stamp in authority. Man City versus Brentford, just the game that
yeah.
Tuesday. And even against Chelsea, I didn't think you were as dominant as we know Pep's teams. And I don't know why. I can't put my hand on it. And the only reason I can think of is that the lineup. Is that everyone in the world sees that Julian Alvarez shouldn't be played behind Haaland, but he's doing it. That he's inverting the wrong players. That Kyle Walker is making a mistake and he's not being dropped. That's what I think is happening. I don't know what you think, LB.
Yeah, listen, we're doing all right in the sense that we've not lost a games for quite some time. I can't remember the last time we lost a football match. Is it free flowing football? No, but every so often we'll show signs of it. So it is there. It's just not consistent at the moment. And listen, that's not a terrible thing in the world, because we're speaking about a team that's not being consistent. Yet if we win our game on Saturday, we're only 1 point behind Liverpool at the top of the table. Now, I know Liverpool fans will probably point to the fact that maybe they've not been as good as they could be, and Arsenal fans will say the same thing. But I can only speak about my team, right? Is Pep making some strange?
Explain this title. What does this say?
I'm literally just about to explain it.
There you are. There you are.
Are you
See, I love
subscribed?
because you guys, when you're in your little city spaces, it's something's not right.
Are you subscribed?
100%. See, it's
Are
in
you
the
not-
subscribe.
I'm subscribed with 5 accounts.
100%. See, right there. It's
I
in
have
the
5
subscribe.
accounts subscribed to
There
XLB.
you are.
I
Are
watch
you
0.5
are you a
subscribers.
YouTube member, bro?
Oh, here we go.
Brother, I'm not a member of very well. You should put up my comments as well, you fraud. I don't need to super chat on your streams. Fraud.
Right. Okay. So
So it's always
You
like
have
in
to-
the,
no, no, no.
you know,
You have
Mo,
to be a-
Mo,
you
I
have to be a
actually figured
member,
them out.
and you
In
have
their
to super
little
chat
city
LB.
circles, in their little city circles, everyone's like, "Oh, I'm worried. City play like shit," and then
But
they come
when-
meet
when
the
Mo
rivals.
say
They're like, "Oh, it's about winning. It's about brother. You won the game because Ayer slipped, and you're out here chatting shit. Don't chat shit, LB. Do
I'd
not chat shit."
I'd love to speak, man. It'd be amazing, isn't it?
Okay, here, I'm on mute. I'm on mute. As long as you don't waffle. Here.
As I was going to say, things are not that bad given the fact if we win on Saturday, we're only a point behind Liverpool. However, as I was getting into, Pep Guardiola, which is where you interrupted me, is making some strange calls. So thank you for the input there, Husam. I don't believe in a game where you're going to play against a team like Brentford, who play completely differently to the way they played against Liverpool, where they're going to sit back on the edge of their penalty area. You can go into an attacking midfielder of Julian Alvarez, Bernardo Silva, and Phil Foden, because there's not enough creativity there. Here's a little test that I like to throw out there to understand whether or not people actually watch football and understand football players, or whether they just hear someone's name and think they're good. Bernardo Silva, fantastic player, yeah, but in the midfield, he doesn't actually create that much in the midfield. Yet people will have you think that because he's called Bernardo Silva, he's got this posh name and he's from Portugal, that he's this guy, yeah, who creates all these chances. He creates very little in the middle. He's a right winger and a player that plays in the big games, yeah. I want Bernardo Silva playing against Liverpool, Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, all these sort of teams, Inter Milan, yeah, Atletico Madrid, these sort of teams, Arsenal. This is where he's absolutely incredible. Alvarez doesn't create, and because you don't have John Stones properly pushing into the midfield, as we didn't, Rodri can't be as sort of aggressive with his attacks. So Pep at the moment is kind of, I'm not sure what he's doing with the Alvarez thing. It's not really working at the moment. So we'll see what happens. But listen, we're not in a bad position, man. We win on Saturday. We go 1 point behind Liverpool, 4 against Arsenal. Arsenal play Newcastle. I think if Arsenal get beat on Saturday, I think they're out the title race, in my opinion. Really, I genuinely do. But yeah, now
If they get beat by Newcastle, yeah, they are. If they get beat,
I think if they get beat, they're out the title race.
But there are 2 games why you shouldn't be comfortable, and I think even when I say them, you will agree. The fact that you have to go to Anfield and the fact that you have to go to Spurs Stadium. You know, these two games.
Can I be completely honest with you?
Yes.
I'm not comfortable in any game that we're playing at the moment.
Okay.
Despite the fact that we have won like 11 or 12 out of our last 13 games, things as you guys have said, things are that they're a little bit like it's not fully fluid. So when we go to Bournemouth on Saturday, should Manchester City win? Yes. Should we smack them up? Should we put 3 or 4 past them? Yes. Will we? I don't know, because we're not playing that fluid football at the moment. So every game is nervous. I genuinely believe that City have to win all the games now. I think Arsenal have to win all the games now. Liverpool, obviously being at the top, maybe have 1 or 2 slip-ups in them.
Nah, we have to win all our games. We genuinely have to win all our
games.
No,
I agree. But if there's any team that has an insurance policy, it would be you, because you're at the top of the table. But listen, the pressure's on now, man. And I think you're seeing this. Like Husam last night, man, I was getting sent clip after clip after clip of Husam losing.
So mad. Bro,
I was scared to actually put something in the comment, bro, because the guy, I was scared for his health. The guy was genuinely upset. Like, forget rattled. Genuinely up. You know, when I watched you upset before LB, you know, when you're genuinely upset, and I'm like, because I care for a person, I really like. I know Staffy, Jacob, and all the guys went. I was watching the guy, because Husam went to my watch along. When you're genuinely upset, a vein is gonna pop.
Yes,
a vein is gonna.
I was actually
when I was doing my watch along for Inter, my wife texted me and she's like, "I'm really worried for your health. I think you should end the watch along now." I swear, she literally texted me. She knocked on the. She said, "I'm worried about you." By the way, this is sometimes, and I don't know why Husam normally, when Liverpool are losing, he's not that upset. But yesterday he was. I think because
we had no more.
You didn't believe. You didn't believe.
No
I think you didn't believe you're gonna win.
I didn't believe. I actually said at halftime, in my halftime show, like for 15 minutes, I actually said we're gonna lose 1-0. I fully believed we're gonna lose the game. Like,
but listen, like this is why I disagree with both of you. I thought before that all the teams will win all the games. I don't see it now. I actually think Arsenal might draw at Newcastle or something. I don't know, but Arsenal form in the league is great. But if Arsenal draw, I actually think maybe Man City will draw against Bournemouth away. And we wouldn't. I don't think Man City fans will be surprised. I genuinely don't think like Man City fans will be like surprised, because you're watching your team the last 2 games. They weren't amazing. Bournemouth away is not an easy game. Bournemouth away is tougher than Brentford at home. It's supposed to be. So if they,
I'll tell you one thing. There's one thing LB said though that's false. I'll tell you why. What he said that's false. In his little City monologue he just gave now, I agreed with everything he said except one thing. When he said Brentford played differently than they did against Liverpool, Brentford did not play differently.
Yes, they did.
We made them play different. I'll tell you why. No, I'm being dead serious.
Oh, they did play different.
No. Let me give you an actual footballing reason, objectively. Liverpool Football Club, and Mo actually realized this and said this even to me before. Liverpool Football Club are willing to give you possession to score a goal on the counter-attack. Like, you watch that first goal, the first goal of the game, where Jota, we actually scored the Brentford type of goal against Brentford. Jota header, Nunes runs in behind, boom, goal. That's a goal that you expect like Tony to head it to like Mopai or Wisa, and then he scores a goal type thing. I feel like with City, with Brentford, yes, they did park the bus, but the difference is Liverpool sometimes are willing to give you possession. Liverpool will give you possession of the football, and you're going to see this against Chelsea as well at Wembley. Like, Liverpool are willing to just go like, here you can have the ball and I'm going to counter attack you. The difference with City is Pep Guardiola, as we all know, sexually attracted to possession. Klopp is not sexually attracted to possession. He's willing to let it go sometimes. Like, he's willing to just go like, here you can have the ball and I'm willing to counter attack you. This is the type of thing. This is where it's 2 different mindsets for a manager. Pep is obsessed with control. Klopp is not obsessed with control. Klopp can sometimes give you the ball. So the difference is, basically, to put it in simple terms, Pep wasn't willing to give Brentford the ball. Klopp was willing to give Brentford the ball. He gave them the ball multiple times and was like, okay, we're going to counter-attack you. And we defended and then counter-attacked. That's basically what I mean.
No, I don't think so. I think that Brentford fancied it against you a lot more and wanted to take the game to you. They were pressing you a lot more than they was pressing Manchester City when we was playing out from the back. Listen, I'm not saying it's like a dig on Liverpool or whatever.
Right. No, he's right. You're right.
I am right.
Luton yesterday didn't sit back in the first half.
I'm right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
but
don't
that's
know
how
why.
Liverpool play football.
No. There is a difference.
it's-
You had
there
the
is.
ball. Luton didn't sit back. Okay, when Man City, some games, what LB is saying is that some games, you watch Man City play, once Man City have the ball, the opposition's team, they sprint to stay in their area, to stay in their half. Luton yesterday didn't do this. In parts of
Okay.
the first half, Luton came out to press Van Dijk, to press Kwanzaa. But I think that's because you have a second fiddle team. Let's just be honest.
Okay, I'll tell you one thing. You know what proves my point? Liverpool games have the highest XG in the whole league. Not from Liverpool only, from the opposition as well.
That
And
proves our
what
point.
shows you what I'm saying is Jurgen Klopp's philosophy is as a footballing manager is he says the biggest chance creator is our frontline pressing. So he fully believes that the right winger, the left winger, and the striker pressing the defense is the biggest chance creator. You look at the way we played against Luton, the way we played against Brentford, we are genuinely willing to give teams possession in order to either press them or counterattack them. Liverpool, I've said this before about the three teams. I said Arsenal, in my opinion, have the strongest defense. Liverpool have the strongest attack, and City are in the middle. City are a stronger defense than ours and are a
I
weaker
don't think
attack
so,
than
but
ours.
fine. I don't think.
Okay, no problem. But they're a stronger defense than ours and are a weaker attack than ours. So they're in the middle. They're like the balanced, you know. It's like 1, 2, 3. They're 2 in both aspects of attack and defense. They're number 1 in midfield for me. But you look at the defense and the way that City play. City want to have control all over the game. Like they want to control the game. Liverpool Football Club do not want to just fully control the game. Sometimes we allow that element of chaos. And you know what? And there's one guy actually that you know has been spoken about a lot in the City fan base. This guy right here. Had Liverpool Football Club signed this guy, he would thrive a lot more in the Klopp system than he would in the Pep's style. Jeremy Doku. I think Jeremy Doku would shine a lot more at Liverpool because he allows that element of chaos. That's Jurgen Klopp.
Listen, I don't necessarily disagree with what you're saying about you allow a bit more chaos, but Brentford did set up differently for you compared to us. They just did.
No, I have no problem with that statement. I'm just explaining why it happened, basically.
Okay, yeah, but I don't agree with what you're saying in terms of that's the reason why. I accept that is maybe part of the reason why, but you know, if you look at their average positions, Brentford against Manchester City had one player in the Manchester City half for their average position. Yeah, for you, they had five compared to one. So they clearly do set up differently. I mean, you just have to watch the game. I mean, it's like I say, and there's no dig on Liverpool. I'm not digging out Liverpool. I'm just saying, like it was a more tricky game for City because they sat back and they didn't really do that against Liverpool. They opened up and tried to take it to you, and you exploited that. So it's like I say, it's no dig. I'm not trying to say it.
Which is very
No,
strange
my
because I
answer is
actually,
not big
which is
either. I'm
very
just talking
strange,
about
Husam.
philosophy.
Which is very strange because actually Liverpool are more dangerous than Man City on the counterattacks.
Yeah, we are.
Which is very strange from teams.
But you see it more often, though. That's my point. Yeah, if we're
But
talking purely
teams
football
don't
here,
sit. I don't get this. How? I think it's Pep controlling the ball. I think LB. I think actually you don't allow teams to press you high at all. Liverpool.
yeah, that's the point. That's what I'm saying.
Yes, we do.
Okay,
We
so
play out from the back.
Okay,
We play out
logically,
from the back every single
teams.
time.
It's stupid from teams to come out against Liverpool because Liverpool are more dangerous than you in the
I
counter-attack.
completely agree. Completely agree.
So we agree on this, right?
I agree that it would be strange for teams to fully press Liverpool because they're very good on the counter attack. But that's not the same. A counter attack is not the same as playing out from the back and playing through a press.
Transition. If Liverpool bypass your press, they're in for a big chance, and Liverpool have the quality. So it doesn't make sense. Liverpool on the transition, I think they are very, very dangerous.
But I would just say, by the way, this happens to any Premier League winners. I can't say for sure. Husam maybe would know, but whenever you win the league, Leicester found this out absolutely incredibly difficult when they won the league. Leicester won the league. If you remember the year they won the league, the whole season teams was pressing Leicester, trying to get the ball. Very strange, really, because they had unbelievable quality in the midfield, playing balls over to one of the fastest strikers in the Premier League, Jamie Vardy, and that obviously had the quality of Mahrez. The year they won the league, the second year, everyone just went, "Oh, these are actually pretty good. They're Premier League winners. Let's just sit back." And then I know they lost. I know they lost a couple of players, but all of a sudden, that counter attack isn't quite there because they're Premier League winners. And obviously, that's again one of the reasons why City will probably face it more. I think that's to a certain degree. I know they didn't win I know they didn't win the league last year, but I think Arsenal are facing this a lot now this year as well. Because teams
Is
respect
it fair
Arsenal.
to say you're missing Gundogan and Mahrez?
Of course. Oh,
stepped
anyone that says no
massively
to
in,
that
like-
question needs their head tested, man.
100%.
Listen, let me do the guys. There's 550 of you here, and we aren't even on 200. I don't know why.
LB, have you
Really?
been hitting the gym lately?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, akhi, just let me talk.
I can tell. Well done,
What
brother.
the
Well
fuck
done.
is
Thank
wrong
you.
with this?
Thank you, brother. I appreciate that, man.
Yeah. Let me just since we're talking about the. By the way, guys, make sure you guys are hitting the like button. Make sure you guys are subscribing. Let me just give you a quick motivation. You get me? See this right here? You get me, brother? Listen, we can all get
Nice.
there at some point in time.
Come on.
That's. Let's go. Gym is life, habibi. Gym is life. Go ahead, Mo. Sorry, floor is yours.
No, you tell the people.
No, everyone, make sure you
No.
guys are liking the video. Make sure you guys are subscribing to This Is Football if you're yet to do so. Everyone watching us right now, please hit the like button. Please subscribe to This Is Football if you are yet to do so. And yeah, did I just say subscribe to This Is Football? Subscribe to Footy Judge Mo and like the video. Let's go.
Rayani see Husam, I told you about Cody Gakpo. That's my fucking bowler. Defended him all season. VVD, the best player in the league this season. Up the Reds. Do you think Virgil van Dijk has been the best player in the league? Top of the league? Really?
No.
Oh no, not
So who's been the best player in the league then?
I think it's difficult,
You
man.
won't like my answer.
Okay, I want an answer.
Mo Salah for me.
LB.
I really struggle with this one. Really struggle. I don't think there's a standout.
You don't think there is a standout?
I really don't think there's a standout. No.
Who has been the best player in the league? People in the chat. Who has been
I don't
the
know.
best player in the league?
Could
People
you
in the chat.
put obviously Rodri's been fantastic. Salah's been unbelievable with his goals. Maddison was unbelievable before he got injured. Haaland has to be in there with a say, and I know Husam will disagree, but ultimately, when you're the top Premier League goal scorer, you've got to be in the conversation. Foden's been unbelievable. Saka, even though he's probably not having his best year, has got unbelievable goals and assists. I find it really, really difficult to say like who.
I want to
who's
clip
been the
this and
best
send
player.
it to me so I can play it on the Husam and Staffy show on.
Yeah, you do that, no problem. Yeah, no worries, Maro.
No, not you. I'm talking about Staffy. Man said Bruno Fernandes. I'm fully gonna play this. Fully gonna clip him up. Send it to Terry.
Michael is saying, Mo, the stream last night, I think I lost some football brain cells than ever before. Ball boys excuse ended me. You guys didn't watch the show, of course, but we'll come to the Arsenal. Thank you, Michael, for the super chat.
What do you mean, ball boys excuse?
It was crazy.
What are you
So
talking about?
basically,
That can't be serious.
Dawood, when he was describing the game against Porto for Arsenal, he said that one of the problems they had is that the game, we weren't allowed to play football, Arsenal. And the ball boys prevented us. They were holding the ball. In the Emirates, we will be allowed to play faster. And he was genuinely serious.
Are you being serious?
Yeah, he was serious.
Oh my god! I'll tell you something. Yeah, I'll tell you something. The stuff that I've seen from some Arsenal fans on social media last night and today just shows how long they've been outside the Champions League. It really, really does. They're moaning about Porto players rolling around on the floor. Bro, this happens in the Champions League every single season. It's happened
every
for
single
time.
day, bro.
Every game. Well, these are, and this just proves and it shows how long Arsenal fans have not seen their team in Champions League because they're acting if this is like the first thing that's ever happened, bro. It takes a while, and this is why I said.
Did you see what Simeone done at the San Siro? Even worse than what the Porto manager
Oh,
done.
yeah, I mean, it just proves it, man. This is what I genuinely believe.
Bro, this happens all the like when you expected. Man City played Atletico Madrid 1-0, 0-0. One of the shittiest games you can see in football. And who cares? It's just a Champions League. You win how you win.
The Premier League and the Champions League is almost like a completely different sport.
Yeah.
It's a different sport. The Premier League, you know, you just go for it, you know what I mean? And there's not too much, there is a little bit, but there ain't too much rolling around, you know what I mean? They're very on top of the getting in referees' faces and all that. Champions League, yeah, it's a slow tactical battle of who's got the most up here. It's not that's why I was saying the best team doesn't always win the Champions League, bro. A lot comes down to experience. This is why Real Madrid have farmed it for so long because they know how to win these competitions. Yeah, it's about playing the game, Going along with the referee and playing that side of the game, not getting too involved. And then when you get the moments, the Champions League is a moments-based competition.
Yeah.
You will win.
Did you watch the highlights
lose.
yesterday, of course, right? Did you watch the highlights?
I've seen the goal. I'm going to watch the game after this. I'm going to watch the game back. The Champions League, you go through and you get knocked out based off of moments. You win the cup, you lose the cup based off of moments. And if you just don't agree with me, Liverpool in the Champions League against Real Madrid. Yeah, Liverpool were probably a better team. Why didn't they go through? Because they didn't have that moment. Courtois just kept on saving all the shots. They never had that moment, that cutting edge finish. Same with maybe within Milan last year. Yeah, Real Madrid versus Manchester City when we went through. When we got knocked out in the last 3 minutes. Moments. It's a moments-based competition, and they obviously, their fans have not seen the Champions League for so long that they completely forgot that. They completely forgot. And to be fair, even when they were in the Champions League, like under Wenger and that, like they used to get smacked up off Bayern Munich every time anyway. So. Really matter.
Listen, for Arsenal, do it. Okay, so let me just do this. Frankie Hassan said, they said Husam overreacted in his watch along. Why? All he said is that, please, 2-footed tackle Chung in the balls right now. United are scum. That's all he said. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't overreact at all. Big up, Frankie. Tell him,
by
brother.
the way, you called that flawless.
Fucking mank bastard. Decided to play well against us, both home and away. Fucking Tahith Chong. Didn't turn up against Man United. Didn't turn up against Man City. Didn't turn up against anyone. Against us, he wants to play football. Fuck Tahith Chong.
And Sean, thanks you for becoming his member for 3 months. He said Trent was up there before the injury like Madison. Yeah, but no, Madison was amazing. But Salah, to be honest with you, Salah has been absolutely out of this world.
Consistently, Salah, 100%.
Faraz is saying 100 goals for the season for LFC captain Virgil. Oh yeah, Allah, Virgil van Dijk.
Performance, 100%.
Yeah, he's amazing.
That's
Andrew is saying Arsenal can never accept defeat, always someone else. No, actually, Arsenal yesterday they blamed their team. To be honest,
no, they didn't. I've seen lots of people blaming the referees.
No. My guys, Brandon, Bilal,
Your guys.
Saad.
I've seen a lot of people saying the referee was to blame, even though they had no shots on target. Apparently.
To be honest with you, every Arsenal fan here that came on the channel, I had like 5. They literally said that Arteta dropped a stinker.
Good on him.
He has no experience. He said he has no experience. He said we were very inexperienced. Where are our players?
They didn't call out one-trick pony Saka.
They did Saka, Odegaard. They said why people aren't stepping up.
Good. Because you know what, Mo? I think that's been one of their problems Arsenal fans have had. They're too reluctant to criticise their own players and their manager. I think this is a step in the right direction. And I say that genuine, man. Try to like fucking shit on anyone again. Like,
why do they treat Arsenal like younger brothers? I don't know why.
No. Because I treat them because a lot of their fan base, are just like fucking idiots, man. And luckily, a lot of the Arsenal fans that come onto my channel are legit. But a lot of them, they come out here with chest, They say, "Oh, we're going to absolutely smack up Porto 5-6-0." Yeah, and it's like, bro, what are you talking about? And then they get humbled 1-0. Yeah, so it's good to see some Arsenal fans come out there and be like, "Yo, we ain't good enough. The experience ain't there. The manager got it wrong." That's what it's about. How can you honestly predict that you Arsenal was going to beat Porto, a team that have got mad Champions League experience, play Champions League every single year pretty much for the last 20 years.
And it's not even like first round, like Porto go like round the 16 quarterfinals. It's not like they get knocked out early.
Exactly. And by the way, these people who was like, oh yeah, Arsenal up there with Real Madrid and City for the Champions League. Like, come on, man. Like, they bring it on themselves, man. And I actually genuinely feel sorry for those Arsenal fans that just want to speak ball. Yeah, and we'll still have the debates. I'm not saying that we agree on everything 100%, but there's Arsenal fans out there who get humiliated by some of this talk, man. Because they get thrown in with the association.
Yeah,
and by 100%. The way, all our fan bases will have the same thing, yeah? Like, City will have someone who's a fucking idiot. Husam's Liverpool, probably Inter Milan and that. You know what I mean? It is what it is, but I just feel like Arsenal have a lot of these fans who, quite frankly, are just delusional. It's their first year back in the Champions League. Yeah, have some respect.
The bookies tricked them. LB. The problem is they believe the medium. I kept telling them the Champions League hit different. You might go against Porto. You might get past Porto. I told them Porto is level 1. There is level monster. When you play Super Mario, Atletico Madrid. Atletico Madrid. You know what I mean? This is level 1. Porto's level 1. Wait until you play Inter. Man City played Inter. We aren't like rolling over for Man City. You know what I mean? Like Atletico Madrid, Inter played Atletico Madrid. The shit house I saw in the game from Diego Simeone and his players. I'm like, it's not football, bro. I cussed them many times. Porto is level 1. You wait until you play the actual bozos of the Champions League. They don't believe, and the bookies tricked them. I believe that the bookies and the media tricked them. The Jamie Carragher, when he said, I don't see anybody beating Arsenal, only Man City and Real Madrid. I don't see that. I'm like, what?
That's your impression of our Scouse
I
accent.
don't
That's
do
the worst impression I've heard in
But I
my
got my
life.
guy Gianni on Twitter. He actually did it absolutely amazing. Well, big up Gianni, of course. But yeah, I believe the English media. I blame the English media. Telling Arsenal fans you are this and that. They might be better than Porto. They might look way better than Porto. But on the pitch, in the Champions League, when the referee doesn't know who you are, the referee doesn't know who these guys are. The referee isn't from the Premier League. He's playing for different rules completely. Everything is different. The touches are different. You hacking players in the box in the corner. The referee called every free kick. Every free kick.
Mo, let me come in here because again, this goes back to what I said earlier on. This is almost like a different sport, right? When Manchester City first qualified for the Champions League in the early days, we always got knocked out in the group stage, and if we made it into the last 16, we probably got knocked out in the last 16. Were we the 9th, 10th, 11th best team in that competition that year? No. Why did we not proceed? Because we didn't understand how to play football. I think what people forget is Arsenal have been out of this competition for getting close to a decade. Yeah, 2016, 2017 was the last time this football club played in the Champions League. By the way, they got beat 10-2 on aggregate that year. The year before, last 16, they got beat, 5-1 on aggregate off Barcelona. This is a team that hasn't been in the Champions League for nearly a decade. And when it was in the Champions League, it was struggling to get out, struggling to get even into the quarterfinals. They didn't make it into a quarterfinals back to 2010. This is nearly 25 years ago. Or 15 years ago. So this is something that needs to be learned. I think Arteta might have to have some experience in developing this experience and stuff. But listen, I'll just say, by the way, 1-0 defeat is not the worst result in the road. So it's not like Arsenal fans need to be having a massive panic over this. 1-0 defeat, they take it back to the Emirates. They'll be thankful away goals don't count, because that would probably put them in the mud. But they've got a great
Studio Hooks, thank you. Halftime Hooks, now Studio Hooks, halftime Hooks. Reese is saying we got schooled. I was overconfident. We was poor. Yeah, I think so.
Halftime Hooks, were you the guy on Saad's channel?
Yeah, he comes on my channel as well on Friday with no sign.
Okay, fair enough. Big up Halftime Hooks. Fair enough.
Great Arsenal supporter, to be honest. Very calm, but very positive as well. Do we think this is going to affect their league form at all?
Yes.
We're about to find out, brother.
Yes, I do. I do think this is because the pressure's on now, bro. They played in Porto on Wednesday, yesterday, yeah? They've now got a game against Newcastle on Saturday night. When that game is played, Manchester City potentially will be 4 points clear, potentially. And the pressure is on. We've just sat here and said, I don't know about you, but me and Husam agreed, if Arsenal lose on against Newcastle, they're out of the title race.
If you win. If you win.
Yeah,
if you win.
Well,
if you win. You have to win.
Wait. Liverpool will still be 5 points ahead of them.
Okay, so they can catch one team. They can catch two teams.
Do you think Arsenal will catch Liverpool 5 points behind with 12 games to go? They don't play Liverpool to try and take those points off them, by the way, which isn't a good thing.
It is possible, yes.
It's highly unlikely.
Not highly unlikely, because
it is highly 12 games, 5 points, and they don't play Liverpool.
Because Liverpool, the thing about it, Liverpool have history of losing 5 points in the last 10 games, 12 games.
There you are.
That's and the injuries. I'm worried about the injuries.
And at the same time, then he says we're favorites, guys. You see why I never play his game? There you are.
You are favorites. There's a difference in highly unlikely and unlikely.
That is a difference.
I think it's highly unlikely that they win the league.
Listen, if you win against Bournemouth, I think they're out and they lose against Newcastle. But you think they aren't gonna? Okay, what if they don't win against Newcastle?
What?
If they don't win against Newcastle? They don't have to lose. They can get a point.
If they got a draw, so they'd be 4 points behind Liverpool. I think they're not highly unlikely. It's unlikely. It's 4 points, and they don't play Liverpool again.
So you think anybody that loses a game is done, is over?
No, I think Arsenal.
Oh,
yes.
Oh, I didn't think. You think the Arsenal are the only team that have to win the majority?
No. Well, mathematically, they're at the bottom of the three. They're a point behind Manchester City, and they're 5 points behind Liverpool. So they are under the most pressure to win.
Oh, 5 with the game. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, they've got a game in hand, of course, but they are the ones that are under most pressure to win football matches because they're at the bottom. This is why I said earlier on, Liverpool out of the three are the ones that if they do have an insurance policy, Liverpool do because they're at the top.
And they play you at at Anfield, so that's an insurance policy.
And Arsenal not playing Liverpool when you're in this position isn't necessarily a good thing, because then you're relying on other teams to take points off of Liverpool. I think if Arsenal win, I actually think that's absolutely huge for them. Huge. The confidence boost that will give them, having winning against a good. Well, obviously they're not great right now with their 8th, but Newcastle are a good side. To beat Newcastle, having just played an away game against Porto in the Champions League and a negative result, if Arsenal win that game, the chest that they'll have and the confidence will be insane. But if they lose it, I think it's dead. I don't see them coming back from 5 points behind with 12 games to go, especially because they don't play Liverpool. If they draw, I think it's still doable, but it's unlikely. You're still 4 points. And by the way, Arsenal have a worse goal difference than Liverpool. And if they lose against Newcastle, it'll be even worse. So that's an extra point. That's 6 points.
Do you think they will not win?
I think that
not prediction, but do you think, because you said it will affect their form in the league, the Porto loss?
I don't think they lose.
But you think it's going to be a tough game? It's not going to be an easy game.
Of course, it's going to be a tough game. You just played away in the Champions League on a Wednesday, and then you play on a Saturday against Newcastle United. A team, by the way, that Arsenal best hope don't come and shithouse it like they did last year. Could you remember when they did that at the Emirates? Because if they do that, that's going to make it very tricky for Arsenal because they'll be tired. Arsenal kind of want Newcastle to come and play some football. I think Arsenal will win. I don't think they'll lose, but I think a draw is certainly very much on the cards. But like I say, if they do lose the game, I think it's over for them.
Do you know what the problem is? He made one sub for 90 minutes against a shithousery team like Porto. They played, I just realized now what you just said. Wednesday, one sub, you're starting 11. You're going to play Newcastle. You will need the same exact players to start on Saturday. And it's not a Sunday. There's only 2 days in between, Thursday and Friday, and then you play Saturday. I think, I see the vision now, LB. I really see your vision now. 2 games. And Man City and Liverpool, they know about Champions League Wednesday, Saturday or something, because back in the days, it used to be back-to-back weeks, the cup games after. There wasn't a break.
Like I say, bro, if they lose the game, it is effectively 6 points behind Liverpool because the goal difference is worse.
Oh, yeah.
And Arsenal have to go to Spurs away, and United away, and City away.
Listen, I'm not saying it's not possible.
And Brighton away.
By the way, how I noticed, you know how I mentioned 2 games for City? Even LB didn't even say anything because he knows those are 2 tough games. All of us have 2 tough games. Me and LB have 2 tough games. Arsenal have 3 tough games. Our 2 tough games are United away and Everton away. That's our 2 fucking.
No, and Man City at home.
La, that's not what I mean. I'm talking about away from home. For LB, it's Anfield and it's Spurs away. Those are the 2 teams that usually they don't do well in. And for Arsenal, they have 3, not only 2. They have Spurs, they have City, and they have United.
You guys are giving Arsenal depression, but fine.
No, but it's true. Right now, how many tough away games does LB have left? And
Brighton.
Yeah, he have some shame more. We're talking
Brighton is very tough away. What are you talking about?
We're talking about actual tough games more. Not every time devil's advocate, yeah. We're talking about tough games, yeah. Every 24/7. You wake up at 7 a.m. in the West Coast to do devil's advocate.
No. I know what Husam means.
I'm talking about real tough games. Real tough away games.
I know Husam.
For LB, it's Spurs and Anfield. For myself, it's Everton and United. And for Arsenal, they have 3, not just 2. So they have United, they've got Manchester City, and they've got Spurs. One is a North London derby, one's a rivalry. They don't usually do well at Old Trafford at all. And one is a place they haven't won since 2015. So that's why that's what I'm talking about. And this guy telling me Brighton.
I think Brighton are going to be tougher away from home for City than Spurs this season.
Okay,
think
ask
Spurs-
LB, he'll tell you as a
Yeah,
City fan.
just
Not
wait.
Spurs
I think
away,
Spurs
has
will
to say.
open. I have an explanation for it. I just don't say shit out of my ass. Okay. I actually think Spurs this season is different. They're gonna open up the pitch. They're gonna press Man City, and I think Man City will win the game. Okay. Because they defended the game they played in the cup. I think Brighton. We'll see. Anyway, we'll see. But I think Arsenal have the toughest fixtures. Let's just agree on this, right?
And can I just say quickly, Mo,
Yes,
you
go
said
ahead.
you said in Arsenal into depression. No. It's
You-
pressure. It's pressure. It's
Yeah.
not depression. It's pressure. We've all got it, by the way. City are under pressure. Liverpool are under pressure. Arsenal under pressure. Arsenal probably have a little bit more pressure than the other two teams. Why? Because they're at the bottom of the three. Yeah, this is why Liverpool probably have the least pressure right now because they're at the top of the table. City have the second amount, and Arsenal. And by the way, this is not something to be like, oh, it is.
I disagree with you. City have the least pressure.
Okay, whatever. I'm just trying to simplify it because
Arsenal have the
obviously-
most pressure as well.
Okay. Yeah, Arsenal
Think
definitely. have
about
the
it
most pressure.
logically. Pep,
Arsenal
okay,
have the most pressure.
logical explanation. Pep could not win a league title for the next 3 years, and he's good. Let's cut the crap here.
No.
Let's
But I'm
do-
not talking about that, Husam. I'm speaking
No.
about.
But I'm
this-
talking about the actual situation. Arsenal fans, me and you speak to them regularly, right? 50% of our 60-70% of Arsenal fans are not Arteta out or in. They're in the middle. They'll all turn if Arsenal fuck it up. So I think Arsenal have the most pressure on them. And for Liverpool, listen, it's Klopp's last season. So it's like if we win the league, it'll be an unbelievable ending to the story. But at the same time, once again, he won us the league for the first time in 30 years. So we're kind of happy regardless.
Yeah,
Arsenal
but
fans have the most
I just want to.
pressure on them.
No, I want to. Yeah, but I just want to clarify, Sam. I'm not speaking about managerial pressure. I'm talking about who's got the most pressure on each individual game going forward for the rest of the season. For this season, nothing to do with the managers. I'm talking about these games, and it is obviously Arsenal because they're at the bottom of the three.
I hear you.
Ryan is saying VVD hasn't had a consistent partner all season, hasn't had Rice or Rodri in front of him, has been consistent throughout as he had a huge impact. I agree. I'm actually now leaning towards VVD. VVD has been immense this season, but he made some mistakes in Chelsea games.
He's not been the best player in the Premier League.
He hasn't, but I think
He's been a good player.
let
but
me
he's
just
not been
put
the
it
best.
this way. If Liverpool win the league, one of the main reasons you write it down is VVD going back to part of his peak, his best.
Yeah, correct.
You know the problem, and this is the problem with the Player of the Year award. They actually vote for it in March or February or something like that. The PFA Player of the Year, they don't vote for it late. They vote for it early. So you're talking about like if they win and blah blah blah, all this shit. It's not voted for now anyway. Like I'm sorry, it's not voted for in May anyway. It's voted for early. I think they vote like for it in
They're
March.
gonna
And
give
that's
it
kind
to
of
Kevin De
stupid,
Bruyne
really.
after playing 4 games.
That's very stupid. That's not kind of stupid. That's very stupid.
No, it is stupid because really, what part of the season has the most merit? It's
The last
March,
one.
April, May.
April and May.
Yeah, so yeah, it's dumb, really.
Lee David is saying, great show. Thank you so much. Just to say, Brentford beat us home and away. Remember, the second game against Brentford didn't matter. You
Is this
already
a
won
City
the
fan?
league.
Was that a City fan?
Yes, of
Yeah,
course,
yeah, they did.
100%.
Yeah, they did beat us
100%.
home.
So the last part is, I actually want to talk about Jurgen Klopp and leaving because I think they might not get what's his name, Xabi Alonso. You guys heard the news today. The journalist from Germany said that he prefers Bayern Munich,
Yes.
and it's a credible German journalist.
Yep.
Who?
How much
Christian
pressure
Falco?
does that put? Huh?
Who's the journalist?
Flattenberg or whatever. What's his name? He's someone
Flat-
very close to Bayern.
Plettenberg. Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, this summer is gonna be massive for us. I have absolutely no idea who we get as manager. I hope Liverpool have laid enough groundwork for us to get Xabi Alonso because it makes the most sense. And listen, we had this debate with LB last time. I really don't think winning the league or winning anything at Bayern Munich other than the Champions League elevates your CV or elevates your level. I think if Xabi Alonso goes to Bayern Munich, it genuinely confirms that league is the most boring league in football history at this moment in time, because you cannot monopolize the league to that extent where you just take the best
You
manager.
think that even the manager that wins the league against you, you take it to your club.
Exactly. They took Nagelsmann. They took all the other teams as good players like Upamecano and blah, blah, blah. Like, they just took everyone's best players, and now they take the best manager. Look, this guy that you just mentioned isn't as reliable as you think, because I've had some insights into some journalists and shit. I think Xabi Alonso, in terms of like developing his career and actually having something impressive on his CV, following Jurgen Klopp and winning something at Liverpool Football Club is higher risk, but also higher reward. Because if he wins something for Liverpool Football Club, he then can go on to manage the biggest club in the world, which is Real Madrid. Now, from Liverpool's perspective, if we don't get Xabi Alonso, it's not the end of the world. It's not like, oh, we're fucked, but it's about making the right decision. There are certain managers that I will become public enemy number one once again for, because as soon as they walk in through the door, I will be said manager out directly. So I hope we make the right decision and we don't fuck it up this summer.
Can I ask you a question, Husam? Let me ask you a question,
Yes.
bro. If you don't get Xabi Alonso, what's your like top 3 priority list?
For me, Xabi ain't my number one anyway. My number one is Zidane. Everyone knows this.
Okay, that's not happening.
absolutely
So
love Zidane.
let's do a realistic.
If we don't get Xabi Alonso, I think we actually will go get De Zerbi.
Okay, I know. Are you De Zerbi out?
Are you De Zerbi out? Yes.
Nah, I'm willing to give De Zerbi a chance.
You would give him a chance, okay.
Potter, I'm Potter out. Nagelsmann, I'm Nagelsmann out.
Okay.
Hansi Flick, I'm on the fence.
Interesting. Yeah. I think I've just read the tweet, Mo, by this Plettenberg guy. It does seem a little bit contradictory.
Contradictory?
Yeah, he says if Alonso leaves, I'm reading this tweet, by the way. These are not my words.
Go ahead.
He says, if Alonso leaves Leverkusen this summer, it's currently a race between Liverpool and Bayern. He says, at Bayern, they know it will be very difficult to get Alonso, but he remains the absolute desired replacement for Tuchel. And then he goes on to say,
there you are, you have been exposed.
One sec. He says Bayern is giving everything to him, and currently our information is that if he would leave Leverkusen in the summer, he tends towards Bayern Munich at this stage.
Exactly, Husam. This is not my. This is not me.
But it's contradictory, because if this guy's getting information that Xabi Alonso
contradicted himself.
He's contradicted himself.
How's it difficult, but he prefers Bayern?
He said in one moment that Xabi Alonso is swaying more to Bayern Munich, but then he's saying it's difficult to get him. Well, hang on a minute. If he wants to go Bayern Munich, how's it difficult to get him?
Yeah, how's it difficult? Exactly.
I don't know. But this is what I read. I read that tweet. Maybe I didn't read the full one, but
see what you do, Mo. You did this with the Pep Guardiola. You need to do more research. You are a corrupt judge. You are a corrupt judge, bro. Yeah.
This is why we're here to talk.
This is another week of Husam and LB dunking on Mo's head top. Right there.
All right. Oh my God. You guys like that. Listen, guys, we still have 700 people here. We have 1 minute or 2 minutes left. Can we get at least to 350? Like 700 people. You can even hit that like button, people. Like the video underneath your live chat, people. Let's go. And listen, this has been absolutely fantastic. But I want you guys to do something. If you aren't subscribed to This Is Football, you have to, because Tom and Husam, they're gonna go fight. I know that for a fact. This is gonna be elite content. And also El Ahwa today. Today El Ahwa with Saad, Staffy, and the guys. This is gonna be
Saad is gonna get bullied. Poor Saad.
You know what is gonna happen. But listen, people, thank you so much for tuning in. And Husam is gonna go start his stream. I want to thank LB, of course. And there's 700 people here. I actually want to tell you guys something. LB has 2 channels, not one. One is called It's LB, and the other one is called More LB. Both are in the description. The majority of you, I know, subscribe to It's LB. I know that. But I know that probably 300 of you aren't subscribed to More LB. You can click on More LB, go subscribe to his second channel, and then come back and chat with us. It's simple. And it doesn't cost you a penny, but it helps him massively. It's called More LB. Come on, people. It's in the description. It is simple. Doesn't cost you a penny, right? So just go and do it. Anything you want to add before we end the stream?
No, not really. I think it's a big weekend, man. Big weekend. Yeah. City and Arsenal can't afford to lose. Both teams have got to win the games. And also, we didn't really speak about Chelsea, but I think Chelsea have got a decent chance, you know.
Yeah, I
got a
didn't want to
decent
speak about the
chance.
cup now. I'll talk about it tomorrow, to be honest.
Yeah.
For
All
some
right, no
reason,
problem.
I
Just
don't
shut me
know
down, bro.
why
It's fine.
this cup game isn't taking the coverage. It's
Because
like I think
Champions League and Premier League
Arsenal,
was just on.
Champions League, Pep
Yeah.
Guardiola. I'm hearing more about this than Chelsea versus Liverpool.
Yeah, but it'll start today from that because obviously now there's no Premier League football on, so
Yeah,
it'll
yeah.
start now. The cup talk will start now.
Thank you, everybody that watched us. Appreciate you guys. Subscribe to the channel. Get us to 300 likes, and we'll see you guys soon. And we're out of here, people.